Shop talk, shy it, shut it up, shy it, die, that up, shop tie, shut it up, shop talk.
Jesus is my refuge in the time of trouble. When I call on Jesus, he'll be there on the double. Yes, he will. Ain't no problem too hard that he can't handle. Lord, I gave him all my burdens because he can handle them. Help me say that every little step you take, every little move, don't you know that he will be right by your side? Ooh, Lord, you know that every little step you take, every little move, don't you know that he will be right by your side? Ain't no problem too hard. Ain't no problem too hard for Jesus. There ain't no problem. Ain't no problem too hard for Jesus. There ain't no problem too hard for Jesus. Oh, there ain't no problem too hard for Jesus.
Jesus is my refuge in the
time of trouble.
Hey, yeah. When I call on Jesus, he'll be
there on the double.
Yes, he will. Ain't no problem too hard that he can't handle. Oh, Lord, I gave him all my burdens 'cause he can handle them, yeah.
Every little step you take,
don't you know?
Every little move you make,
Every move you make, he will be right there. Yes, he will. I know he will.
every little step you take,
Don't you know?
every little move you
Every move you make,
he will be right by
he will
your
be
side. What is going on, everybody? Great morning or afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. It is Shop Talk. Thank you, Lord Jesus. It is another day's journey. I am super duper glad to have you hanging out with us. Now, listen, before we jump into today's show, and today's show is going to be absolutely amazing. You know what y'all got to do, y'all? Get on the phone. Do me a favor. Get on the phone. You can call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo. But you know what you got to do? You got to tell your mama them, Ray Ray, Shay Shay, Day Day, Delicious them, Nut Nut them, Pojo them. Let them all know that we are live right here on freedomradio.com as well as on Facebook and YouTube, doing what we can to bring you the best in gospel music as well as keep you abreast of what is hot and happening in the news. Now, we open up today's show with a song by yours truly, Tole, by request, and I am super duper glad to have it. Listen, if you don't know who I am, my name is Demetrius Tolfree. It says it right there on the screen. And I would love to have you follow me on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on any of those things that are out there. Clubhouse, I'm all the same, at DTolfree, as well as on, Cash App, Venmo. If you need to test out if you can send $2,000 to somebody, you need to test out, see if you can send the money out. Test it out on me. I will make sure to let you know that it works. You can hit me up if you want to on Venmo as well as on Cash App at DTolfree. All right, y'all, I have an incredible show lined up for you. But before we do anything, you know what I got to do? I got to give some shout outs to some people who are hanging out with us already. Let me see who we have already. We got my homie, Dee Felder in the virtual building. What is up, Dee Felder? Of course, I am in the virtual building. Hey, everyone. Shout out to my homegirl up in Sacramento, Azizi Laud in the virtual building. What's going on, young lady? And my homie, my friend, fellow musician, and incredible workout partner, virtually, of course, Kirsten Williams is hanging out with us as well. What is going on, Kirsten? Denisha Sexton Do. Lady Denisha Sexton Do in the building as well. What is going on? The Cambria Mayfield in the virtual building. What's up to Delasia Campbell? Delasia, I see you. It is all good. One of the constituents from my church, as well as a great choir member, an awesome alto, Jennifer Hughes, hanging out with us today. What is going on, Jennifer? I see you. Mama Yolanda Prothro in the virtual building as well. Good to have you hanging out. I see you. Tracy J. Wilson, good morning to you as well. So many people chiming in today. It is all to the good. Christian Campbell, what is going on? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you hanging out with us. And thanks, Dee Felder. She's letting me know that she is a soprano. Okay. It's all to the good. I am glad to have you hanging out with us as well. Today's show is going to be absolutely amazing. I am expecting a special guest a little bit later, but we have so much going on. Yes, right now I'm hanging out in Freedom. Oh, y'all can't even see my shirt. Got my new Freedom Radio tee on. You can get yours too. You know what I'm saying? freedomradio.com/shop. You can be able to get all of your freedom gear as well. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. I see you, Jennifer, who says that she is out in Georgia visiting her brother, Johnny. It is all good. I did not know Johnny moved to Georgia, but I know that he's on the straight and narrow having you in the virtual building today. All right, listen, as I mentioned a moment ago, we do plan on having a special guest a little later in the show, but I want to make sure, first of all, that everyone has the Freedom Radio app. The Freedom Radio app, we updated it for our 10th year anniversary. Freedom Radio is now 10 years old as of April. And we are doing all that we can to get this word about Freedom Radio out to the masses. One way we can do it is through the Freedom Radio app. And those of you that have it, those of you that have it, I want to know, did you get the on-screen reminder? Did you get the pop-up on your phone to tell you about today's Shop Talk? Hit me up in the chat and let me know. I want to know, if you have the Freedom Radio app, did you get the message that popped up on your screen? Or if you have an Apple Watch, did it pop up on your Apple Watch? I want to know if you're getting the information, because we're going to be doing a whole lot through those notifications to keep you abreast of what is happening and what is hot around Freedom Radio land, as Emetris was saying. Okay, Delasia, I see you. She says, yes, I got it. That is great to know. Thank you for letting me know that, young lady. And anyone else, did anyone else get the pop-up on their phone screen? I got mine. I haven't even had a chance to open it yet, but I did get the screen notification. Push notifications, what it's called, just so y'all know. It is all to the good. And Willie Logan said, yes, he got it as well. It is all good. Glad to have you hanging out with us, Willie. Man, we got to talk real soon. Tell you what I'm going to do. I don't even know how this is happening. I wasn't even expecting this to happen, but I got a break-in. I have a break-in that I was not expecting. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just Hirsch. Let's get ready to bring up my first co-host. Haven't seen her in a while. Well, I saw her Sunday on the stage at Glad Tidings International Church of God in Christ, Hayward, California, United States of America. She was there as my guest praise and worship leader. The world traveled. I mean, she did an amazing job. She is the world traveled. Y'all seen her face on Sunday Best and all across the United of States. My homegirl and yours is in the building. Ashlyn Tara Cole. Ashlyn.
Oh Lord, we give you praise.
Yeah.
I'm rocking my FDR shirt today.
I see you.
Hey. Come on. Mine doesn't do the little whatever your situation is happening there. Anyway, I just jumped on real quick just to say hello. You know, you've been going at it alone last week. You did an amazing job, but I just wanted to come on and say hello to the people.
It's all good.
What up? I'm at the shelter, obviously. Yeah, life is good. Life is good. Service on Sunday was amazing, Dito. Thank you so much for having me. I wish I could have stayed. You know, I had 3 other services to do that day. But happy anniversary to Glad Tidings International Church of God in Christ.
Absolutely. We were glad to have you. And you did your good singing early in the morning. And we certainly was glad to have you. And people have been hitting me up saying, man, that girl could really sing. And I was like, you know, it's the homies, what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's all to the good. Speaking of homies, just a little bit later in today's show, I know you're going to be popping it out, but a little bit later in today's show, we're having one of your new homies on the show. Taushey Sias is going to be with us.
Yes, this is my spiritual daughter. I don't say that lightly. You know, I got my nieces and nephews and all that stuff. This is literally God has put her in my life as my spiritual daughter, and I just love her. Oh, I'm gonna have to tune into that. I don't know if I will be in on it, but I might bounce back in just to say hello.
It is all to the good. Yeah, Taushey, she and I became friends through, I think we started from Clubhouse or something like that. And then it moved to Facebook, and then we found out she was an iPhone user, and then the whole conversation turned from there. And so we've been conversating for a while and been wanting to get her on, and so we're looking forward to it a little bit today. But before you go, let me ask you, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I was going to actually say something about this because Taushey, she actually auditioned for Sunday Best with me. And I just want to point out that even the most talented people don't make it on shows. She wasn't chosen to even be in the top 20. We were all shocked. We were like, what? Because her spirit, her vocal ability, her ministry, all of that stuff. So I just want to take that minute to encourage somebody that just because you don't get a yes here doesn't mean that there's not a yes there. So always remember that.
Absolutely. So that's good stuff. And Ashley, I do know that you'll be popping in and out. I just got another break in, but I know you're getting ready to go. Do what you got to do. We will talk very, very soon.
I'll hang on. I'll be here. So if I pop back in, I'll let you know.
It's all good. It's all good. I'll just put you backstage for right now, and we'll make things happen. Listen, today's show is going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to introduce you in just a moment to my special guest. But before we do that, let me give some shout out. We've got some other people hanging out. Willie Logan talking about Ashley and her great singing. He said, yes, she did. It was good to see her in the building. Absolutely. The laser chimes in, and she says that Ashley, yes, that we're sisters. There's a bit of an age difference, but she says we're sisters. It is all to the good. I see you already chiming in through the chat. Young Sister Sias, who I will be bringing on in just a moment. It is all to the good. Christian Campbell says, hey, I'm new to this. Don't worry about being new to it. Just be true to this. It is all to the good. Listen, I'm glad to have my homie, my sister, Patricia Farr, in the virtual building as well. Listen, will y'all keep those comments and chats going on? I'm ready to do now. I'm bringing my guest who is hanging out with us, as I mentioned a few moments ago, met through Clubhouse. I believe that's where it first started. We met through Clubhouse in a couple of different rooms. Then it moved to her sending her song to Freedom Radio, which we will get a chance to play a little later in today's show. Then we became friends on Facebook, started having great conversation and talking about music and different stuff, sharing different things musically. She didn't know I sing. I sent her a clip and she sent me back and said, you can sing. I was like, oh, I feel important. And next thing we know, found out that she was an iPhone user. Then the whole conversation changed. All we could talk about is tech, music, the Lord, the Ikananashe. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And now I am ready to bring on my guest of the day. Now, I know she's going to correct me because I keep saying Taushey Sias, but I think she's going to correct me and give me the correct pronunciation of her name. But let's bring her on, my brand new homie out in the state of Texas. Let's bring her on. Taushey, what is going on? That's my way of saying your name. I know it's probably something different, but what is going on? Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here. You so goofy. You need to be a comedian. That's your side job.
That's all good. I'm glad to have you. Now, we just heard from one of your homies just a second ago. She's still there. She's about to move. She's about to move from her old place because she's
I remember she told me.
Yeah, she is right here. You know what? She's right here. Oh, see? There she is. And she's getting ready to leave. Her wave her hand at you because y'all are great homies as well.
Yes.
I will be back. I'll be back.
Okay. I love you.
Good. We will have her back in just a moment. But now I keep saying Taushey. I know that's me Frenchifying your name, but tell everyone the exact and correct pronunciation of your name.
The correct pronunciation is Taushey. So basically you can do it as Tuh-Shay. But a lot of people look at the U and they, have their own perception of how you pronounce my name. And so when I didn't know that I was going to start getting all this exposure, so I was like, I think I need to correct the people in love of how to pronounce my name. So yeah.
Oh, to the good. Now, I didn't know you was going to be wearing a red bottom hat.
I wish got your hat?
I got one. I got a couple of them, but I don't have it in the studio with me right now. But maybe on the music break, I'll run and find mine so we can be twinning today. I am super glad to have you hanging out with us today. Now, of course, I have been doing my research to know a little bit about you, but why don't you take a moment, share with our listening audience, our waiting congregation, and why don't you tell them a little bit about you, where you come from, and all the things that you do?
So I'm from Waco, Texas. I'm originally from Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm a singer, professor, vocal coach, encourager, and I'm just so grateful to be able to share my platform with you guys. I do believe that I'm called to be not only a singer, but a minister and also just an encourager to help people and uplift people through my music. So that's a little bit about me.
Most definitely. And, I am I've been keeping up with you, and I've been watching you doing your vocal coaching, and you do an amazing job. So my hat is off to you for, first of all, making that available to artists and potential singers around the country, and making things happen. Now, obviously, you don't have to be in Texas to be a student, correct?
No, you do not. So I do virtually. I'm actually getting ready to work with some people from Atlanta today. I'm actually at the school where I'm a adjunct professor right now. So I'm excited about being able to use this platform to be able to help people. I remember when I started, I didn't really have that many people helping me during, what I was trying to do, guide me and lead me in the right direction. So a lot of things I learned was through trial and error. And originally I ended up going to school to better my gift and to make sure that I knew the knowledge and I was able to be able to help others grow. And so that's the reason why I started it. My mission is really to help people find the perfect solution for their vocal growth. And so I'm just really excited to be able to help the different singers and artists, and I'm just blown away about the different partnerships that I'm able to even be referred by different labels and different organizations as well. So
That's great. Now the one thing I did not know, and Ashlyn just shared this a moment ago, I had no idea. She said that you also auditioned for Sunday Best,
yeah,
and she was shocked. And as I'm hearing it, and I know your vocal ability, I also am shocked that you were not chosen to be in the top 20. But listen, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all for real, for real. And I don't say this lightly. Taushey can sing. This young lady has an anointment. She is nice and oily. And we'll play her song a little bit later in the show in just a few. But I am shocked to even hear that the fact that you did not make the top 20 because you have the it factor. But we heard from Ashlyn about it. But tell me, what was your experience and how did you feel about the whole thing about not being chosen, especially when you know what you have?
well, I've tried out for the show several times. I even the company even know me, and so it was really disheartening because they actually told me I made the show, and I had my bags packed. The whole school where I was going to knew I was leaving. My family knew I was leaving. And so it was really disheartening, but I felt like God was trying to protect me. And, not saying nobody else was protected, but I really felt like he was just probably trying to protect me from something that he didn't want me to be encountered with when I look at it. And then now that I see, our relationships with Ashlyn and Jacory came full circle around. And so it was like God, and then it's some other people that I've ran into that I'm still connected to doing Sunday Best that I met, that I was there to really just to impact them and to be able to minister to them and give them guidance. I remember being there for a competition, but God had me being on assignment for people to come and ask me for advice. Same people are still coming. So, sometimes we got to stop looking at it as it being a downfall. And it really was God was just using me on assignment, and I just didn't know this what He was doing. And so now to see what God is doing now, it was really just to put me in a position to do what basically for God to get the credit and the glory for what He's doing in my life.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And the mere fact that you went through all these different things, and I haven't experienced Sunday Best like you and Ashton have, but I've heard stories, I've seen pictures, and I've seen different things that go along behind the scenes.
Yes,
And I like the way that your mindset of that was it was used as an assignment. You thought it was going to be one thing, but God turned it around and allowed you to minister to others and be ministered to, expand your world, meet some great new artists from around the country, and now be able to put out great music and now vocal coach.
yes,
That is some amazing stuff. Now, I try to keep up with y'all, Ashlyn and, Taushey and Jacory. I try to keep up with these great folks on social media. And I found out that I missed out on a great opportunity that happened in Louisville, Kentucky, I believe, a couple of weeks
yes.
ago. And maybe Ashlyn or Taushey, either one of y'all could tell me what I missed out on.
Ooh, I mean, you missed, wow. From the second, when I tell you the second that we all stepped into the same room together. I mean, like, God was already in the midst. And I think what it is that each one of us recognizes that God is in us. So when we show up, he shows up. And so that mentality, oh my goodness. Yeah. Heaven was called down.
Yes.
There was a ascension, and there was lifting up, and there was encouragement. And Taushey and I had a moment.
Don't make me cry, because I'm already starting to feel teary-eyed right now.
I mean, it was totally ordained by God. Like the fact that Jacory and I were even there, we weren't on program, but the fact that we were there, that there was an opportunity for us to be there, and we came. It was like, it was totally ordained by God for you and I, first of all, for you and I to have that conversation, and for me to pour that into you, because you are like my child. You're like my daughter. And so I pour into you as I pour into my own child. And I love that God has set us up for that kind of relationship. You know what I mean? So, So I am at work and I have to jump off.
Okay.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
There's so much more to come, and we'll be in touch for sure. For sure. Okay.
Love you.
Absolutely. That is the wonderful, the talented, and my homie, Ashlyn Chara Cole, hanging out with us. If we get a chance to bring her back, absolutely we will. I want to give a shout out to my home dude, my guy, Seymour Bryce, who asked me, Tole, when are we going to walk the mountain? Seymour, man, if you look at me, man, I am not mountain walking ready. You understand me? I need a little time. I need to work my way up. Why don't you come and let's just walk to the corner? See how
Okay.
Yeah, let's just try to walk to the corner and see how far I get. See if I start breaking out, see if I start perspiring, start glistening before I start trying to walk an entire mountain. Let me see if I can walk a whole hill. You understand that? Let me start there and see if I can make it happen. Shout out to my guy Willie Logan, who chimes in and he says, "Thank you to me for sharing this gift from God in the person of my young homie Taushey Sias." Most definitely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No doubt. It is all good. Shout out to Renee Kennedy. We are hanging out and she's telling me to challenge myself. Okay. I tell you what, why don't we then, Seymour and Renee, why don't y'all meet me and let's just walk around the corner. Let me start there. Rome was not built in a
walk around.
Walk around the corner. Let me go down that route. See how far I can get, and then make things happen from there. All right. Now, Taushey, the way we do the show is completely unscripted.
I know, and I love it.
We never know what's going to happen next. We go from one subject to the other, and we just make things happen. I tell you what we are going to do. We're going to play your song in just a few. But before we do that, I got to get on here and share some birthday love. So you know what I got to do? I don't know if you have some people that have birthdays on Facebook, but you can definitely get yours together. Taushey, we'll come back to it in a second. First of all, happy belated birthday to you, first and foremost. I know that you had a birthday last week, and I seen pictures and stuff. How was it? It looked like you had
It was amazing. I love my family. My sister, she was like, "What are you doing for your birthday?" I wasn't going to do nothing. I was just going to rest. And I just love my family. They put together for me a family dinner at this beautiful place called Lazy Dog. My son was like, "Mama, why we going to have it at Lazy Dog and you don't even like dogs?" I was like, "Tayshawn." But it was a really amazing birthday with my family. One of my friends that I used to sing with years ago came to support me and blessed me with a whole bunch of clothes and jewelry and stuff and shoes. And so I had a lot of gifts, a lot of love. Even a lot of people have shared, sung to me and even shared a lot of posts. I haven't had the chance to respond back to everybody, so I tried to do a video to love on everybody, but I just really feel loved from everybody.
Absolutely. That's good stuff. I tell you what we're going to do. I do have another co-host that has came into the virtual building out in Charlotte of North Carolina, my homegirl, as well as all of our homegirl, the incredibly talented singer, vocalist, graphic designer extraordinaire, my homegirl, and yours. Let's bring her up. Yolanda Wild Praise Morant. Yolanda, good morning or afternoon to you. How art thou?
Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you a little, just a taint.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay.
Can you hear us
Hi, good
now?
afternoon.
Hey,
Hey,
Yes, I can
morning.
hear you now.
there you go.
Hi.
Now you
How are
going
you?
on.
I'm wonderful.
It is all good.
Good
What are you working on?
afternoon.
What are you drinking? What you drinking?
I am a Starbucks girl. I mean, not every day, except for the medicine ball, which I think Jesus created himself.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
So the medicine ball is the Lord, isn't it not?
Yeah,
Well,
shit.
that thing is
Yeah.
the glory of the Lord. So I've never tried this before. Starbucks Frappuccino Brown Butter Caramel.
Mm.
I'm sure my friend sees this. He says I'm not supposed to have it, but I like coffee. I always have since I was a kid.
That's good stuff. And well, first of all, welcome to the show. I am a Starbucks person too. If
All right.
Ashton was, he would probably have a different mindset because she is a peeps girl. But it is all to the good. Now, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. I have an incredible wife. I do, and I'm gonna say something.
You do.
I was
Yeah.
talking to Shay, and we was talking. We was making reference to her red bottom hat, and I was looking around. I'm like, I don't have mine with me. All of a sudden, a walk comes into my to my.
Oh, she's such a good wife.
Then all of a sudden now I can
Yay. Come on, twin.
understand me, ready to do what I got to do by making up. Shay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
hey.
Now I've got
Oh.
now. Okay, Yolanda, where's yours? We going to get yours or?
Yolanda said
No.
she's trying to get her coffee.
Yeah,
No,
she's
she
working
not.
at
I'm
Starbucks.
get
It's
my
good.
coffee and my healthy eating. No.
You know what? That's actually a great conversation that we're going to have in just a second. But I tell you what we will do. I'm going to give to Shay and Wild Praise an opportunity to get their birthday people together because it's time to talk about birthdays. And since I'm here, I'll get going. Yeah, that's how I rock my red.
Yes, okay.
I tip
Come
it
on, Flip.
understand, and make things happen like that. Let me give some shout outs to some people who are having some birthdays today. Starting with Wyndham Roslin is 52 today. Happy birthday. Shout out to Charles Lanier, who's having a birthday. Also, Nicole Gentry, happy birthday. Monica Haskell, happy birthday to you. Jeanette Dupas Walker turned 67 today. Angela Williams is 62. Tanya Alexander, the homie, she has a birthday today, as well as last but not least, I have a classmate, Angela Lee, also has a birthday today as
Mhm.
well. And let's see. Now, Tashay, were you able to get yours or you want to go last?
What you want me to say? Oh, what? My son got my phone. I'm sorry, I can't even look.
Oh, you know what? Then we'll keep you last. Yolanda, you have any birthdays that you want to share on today?
Okay, I can't seem to find them, but I will say this. Happy early birthday. First, happy birthday to anybody that celebrated in June. If we missed you, if we didn't say your birthday, happy birthday to you. Don't feel left out. Happy early birthday to my homie, to my girl, Michelle Preta. Her birthday is July the 1st. So happy
Oh, yeah,
early
okay.
birthday to her. Happy birthday to Lee Hall. Allende Russell from back home. Let's see, Andre Mitchell, Isaiah Cobb, Terrence Alfredo. And happy birthday to my homie, Louita. She's in your neck of the woods. Happy birthday to my cousin Eric Rice, and so many more. So I hope you guys are enjoying your month and you celebrate all 30 days.
Absolutely. Good stuff. And again, Tashay had a birthday last week, so it's still her birthday season, her birthday month. Now, we don't normally sing happy birthday, but since we have an incredible vocalist here with us, why don't we throw it out to the state of Texas, the city of Waco, and let's see if we can get a special birthday song to everyone who's sharing in the month of June.
All
Tashay.
right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of you. Yeah, yeah. Happy birthday to you.
And she does it so effortlessly. Lord have mercy. Happy birthday to everybody. I want to make mention to my dude, Seymour Bryce, who chimes in. He says, Tole, do you have a contractor to come and repair our church from Thursday? Because Ashlyn Cole, who was there for a funeral, messed it up by singing. Ashlyn, I don't know if you have a response to that, but Seymour Bryce out with the church out in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Saying that you need to send a repair person out.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you for calling me Lady Cole. There's a husband in my future.
That's right.
Lord Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you for that.
Come on,
wow. Yes. Shout out to Lanisha Tony. We celebrated her mother, Lila's life on Thursday, this past Thursday, and it was a beautiful service. It was myself and Nikki Potts, the legendary Nikki Potts, and of course, Bay Area's favorite, Mr. Lawrence Matthews, who should be an internationally known gospel recording artist, if I must say so.
You know,
my goodness, it was such a beautiful, beautiful service. So much. She was honored. This woman of God was honored, and you could see it in the details, right? Yolanda, you know what I'm talking about, the details, the way that they laid out the program, the way that they had everything was color coordinated. This was a woman who was honored. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. You might want to check on the foundation because of the church. Check on the foundation of the church. It wasn't just me. It was a lot of people in there. Yes, absolutely. And thank you for that rendition of Happy Birthday. I wish it was my birthday. I might have to do a screen record and save that for my own birthday next year. Hallelujah.
Good stuff. Matter of fact, my wife Allegra chimes in and she says, beautiful, beautiful voice. And absolutely, she did it so effortlessly. Normally I try to chime in sometimes and sing with some people, but I didn't want to touch that with a 50-foot pole. So we are glad to have Taushey hanging out with us. Now, again, we mentioned that Ashlyn is here in and out doing what she does while she's working, and so don't get in no trouble fooling around with us. But Ashlyn's hanging out with us. We've got Yolanda out in North Carolina hanging out with us, and Taushey, just for you.
Uh-oh.
Out in Hercules of California, chiming in.
Atlanta.
In
undisclosed location.
Yeah, he may be in an undisclosed location right now, but typically he would be in Hercules. But my guy is about to chime in. Forget it.
Don't make me cry, y'all.
Bring him on. Let's bring on my guy, Jacory Pro.
Hey, brother.
Jacory.
Hey.
I'm out here in the city of Atlanta looking for me a new home. Hey, wait now. Hold on. It's a little hot. Dutchers out here. I miss all of my Freedom family. I know I've been like maybe 2.5 weeks, but I got special announcements coming. All kind of good stuff is happening. That's all I can say. I really can't say much, but keep your eyes open, Dito. We need to have a meeting.
Well, you know what? We can always make that happen. And I can't wait to hear all of the great things and the great news, man, that you got going on out where you are. Now, wait a minute. I heard you say you mentioned a new, you looking for a new house. Like, for real, like you trying to move?
Well, it's a lot right here. Can you see? There's a lot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and look at the sky.
Faith.
I'm opportunity, and my thing is don't get stuck in your today because there's always going to be a tomorrow, especially if you have destiny to reach, right? So I'm just opening up the doors.
You preaching?
Well, I'm not mad at you, man. I am glad to have you hanging out with us.
Dito, So I did go to the Gospel Choice Awards, and no, I didn't win. Sometimes the win is not the trophy.
It's the connection.
And they did call your name out, and there were some people that were screaming in the audience. They called my name out 3 times. It was cute, but you know, I just
You're cute. It's cute.
I want everybody on here to know that Callie was in Georgia at the Gospel Choice Awards.
Okay. Well, I really, really wanted to go, and I know I know you and I had talked about it briefly, and I know Yolanda was in Atlanta, I believe, at the same time. Did y'all pass across?
I'm just gonna have to go to her house.
Yeah, we're going to make that happen. Yolanda, you know what I'm saying? I really thought you was going to hook up. I was looking for some pictures of Yolanda and Jacory.
We miss each other.
Yeah. It's all good. We going to make that happen. This whole virtual thing is starting to come a little bit to an end, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Now, Jacory, you messed up and got Allegra all hyped up, talking about, yes, sir.
She was beautiful in this picture, though. I want that dress she got on.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about, I love the brick homes and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I can't, my business is here. You know what I'm saying? But
come to this side of the country. We would love on you.
It's so because like I drive up and down, people don't even know me, and California living is different. When you step out of that arc, it's a whole difference, and I'm ready for that new vibe. Yeah,
I feel you. I'm not mad at you. Sometimes you can outgrow a particular area or a particular position, and then it ends up being time to move. I get it. I'm not mad at you. And if that is where the Lord leads you, man, listen, I'm behind you 150% to make that happen. Listen, I want to, wow, really? Wow.
What happened? Look for me a lot. Come on. Come on.
No.
Transition.
No.
Transition.
Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that nice?
You done found my house. I've been looking for my place. So.
And these are all new. All of these houses are new.
We'll talk later, but you know what I told you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So come on, you've been prophetic.
Yes.
You know what? I can't. And now, Renee Kennedy chimes in talking about the South has a whole different vibe. That is true. I believe it. I understand it. However, 90% of what I do is in California. So I can't. I'm not.
Lose my money. He can lose my money. He can lose my money.
I cannot.
My finances.
Yeah. So it's all to the good. I tell you what, Jacory, you came in at a good time. Yolanda, you're hanging out at a good time. Man, don't show me near another lot. You understand? Don't show me near another lot.
Why? Because your wife keeps here.
Right. She's gonna be talking about. Oh, I'm going on my way to the airport. Like, where you going? I'm going to Atlanta. Like, hold on now. Wait a minute. It's all good. Now, I tell you what I do want to do. Taushey.
Yes.
You have a song. We haven't had a chance to play it yet. This is a.
You told them about it?
Huh?
Oh, you talking about Love Lifted Me? I thought you were talking about
I hear new stuff.
Oh, okay.
But we do have your song, Love Lifted Me, that many people may not have heard yet. Now, we want to be able to introduce that, or we play it on Freedom Radio all the time, but we have people who watch us that may not listen to Freedom Radio at the time when your song is playing. So why don't we take a moment and hear some great music? So why don't you introduce your incredible song to all of us?
So this is Love Lifted Me. I was able to rearrange the hymn, and I wanted to uplift anybody who listens to this song, whether you might be depressed, trying to figure out certain situations that you might be facing. And I believe this song will be able to help you change the way you think, and so you can know that God's love will always shine upon you. So I hope you enjoy the song.
Absolutely. Here we go with the song. Taushey Sias. I'm gonna mess with her.
You did it right. You fixed it.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Heard the song. I love this song. Love Lifted Me. Take a listen. We'll be right back after this. All right, y'all. Listen.
To me.
Listen. I'm trying to tell y'all. That little tune right there. Uh, listen. My wife said it's something in that Texas water, and I don't know. People in Texas, man, y'all have a different type of anointment. Amazing
She said
song.
anointed.
Comments are still coming in about the song and about your music. Listen, those of you who are listening, watching, make sure that you go to iTunes or wherever it is that you purchase your music. I don't want you just to stream it on Apple Music. I want you to be able to go into iTunes and purchase this particular song, add it to your library. Allegra, you are right. It is amazing. It is fire. And not only is it in my library, but I have actually purchased it. There are some people I like to stream. There are other things that if I don't have an Apple Music subscription, I want to be able to go back and play it at any given time. And that is one of those songs. Ja'Cory Prothrow's song is one of those songs, too, that I had to purchase and add to my permanent library. So let's do me a favor. Take that moment. Let's support this wonderful, wonderful young lady from Waco, Texas, by way of Dallas. And let's support some great, great gospel music. All right. Now, Taushey, we haven't had a chance to talk about this. How can people get in contact with you if they want to be able to use your services as a vocal coach? What is the best way for people to get in contact with you?
So you can contact me at Vocal Lab.
You move your mic or something, or
I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
I hear you kind of, sort of. Oh, you know what? I got it. There we go. Go ahead. So how can people be able to make that happen?
You can email me vocallabcoach@gmail.com, or you can also reach out to me on Vocal Lab Coach on IG and Facebook if you would like to book a session with me. I can be able to send you the link to go to the website, and also for if you want me to be on your virtual events, or if you want to book me to come and travel and sing, do some recording sessions with you guys, you can also go to Team Gifted Entertainment at gmail.com. Gabriel Odom will be able to correspond with you, and we can set that up. I look forward to working with you and also getting ready to share some more music with you guys and helping you with your artistry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is great, great stuff. And make sure, I know somebody like Dee Dee Felder, who is an incredible vocalist already, probably reach out to for some vocal coaching to enhance her vocal ability. It is all good. Now, I had a whole bunch of other stuff I wanted to share, but as usual, we never know what's going to happen next on Shop.
Yeah.
Shop Talk is making some things happen. Ja'Cory, all right, man. So give me the complete overview. I know you and I didn't win, but were you able to make some great connects while you've been there in Atlanta? I know I've seen you eating some great food. What has been your overall thought and opinion of the ATL?
You know what? I always love coming here, and when I come, I end up staying for like almost a month, because the thing is, music just flows here independently. I've made some major connects. I also have a couple of people that are trying to sign me, but a thorough dictionary search. It's just, I'm open to endless opportunities. God is favoring me in this season, and I'm enjoying the ride.
Absolutely. 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 I know you didn't see it.
I just left Taushey in Kentucky. Me and Ashlyn were just in Kentucky. I'm sure a lot of the viewers do pay attention to our first reaction videos. They're kind of taking off.
Mm-hmm.
Just favoring the remnant. Can I just say, if you're a part of the remnant, put that in the chat. He's favoring the true believers, the true worshipers, and those that were the hidden treasures the boxes are opening. What's the name of Yolanda's treasure boxes? he's reaching the hidden.
I need to come and get your treasure box, Treasure. I mean, to Yolanda.
Please.
Yeah, she sells treasure boxes.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet.
If you're part of the remnant, I gotta hit Yolanda up and get you your treasure box so you can let your light shine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, Yolanda, do you have any treasure boxes?
I have one. So I want to say shout out to everybody that supported me while I was in Denver. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I gave a bunch of stuff away. You have to. This is to answer your question. I have one box left, and then I want to say there's two things right before I forget. Sometimes we try to wait until we become big to be big, or we wait till we become big to give. And you know what I'm learning? It doesn't work that way. You have to give at the place you are right now. So during my event, I was able to sow into people cash. And it felt really good to do. And my phone has still been ringing with work. So God is good. And so that being said, I want to sow into this young lady. First, I want to say this. As a graphic designer, and, I play two parts, right? Like I'm an artist, I'm a graphic designer, and whatever else. My first thought when I see a cover is the cover itself, right? Like, oh, wow, like it's good, it's bad, it's in between. And I just feel like your project, I don't know anything about you, but I feel like your project looks like it was thought about. It was prayed about. It just doesn't look like it was just slapped together. Like, let me just go ahead and do something. So I want to be a blessing to you. I love your song. It looks like it was thought about. It looks like somebody sat down and mixed it correctly. All those parts blessed me. So I just bought it. I just shared it. And I want to sow into your ministry. I want to give you a free e-blast from my personal company. Because I think I don't know anything about you, but I do believe definitely you sow to where you want to go. And so you don't get to be on the Grammy carpet for free. Those things cost. And so when you get to stand there, I want to stand there knowing that I served. Anybody can walk a Grammy carpet, but are you going to let the piece? I told my friend last night, anybody can have titles and stuff and be a superintendent. Nobody cares about that. Do you pick up the piece of paper that's on the floor at your church?
Wow.
Or do you walk past it and act like it wasn't there?
Come on.
So that's the kind of place I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to sow into you. I think whatever's on your life, obviously it's very amazing. It's very evident. Like I'm just getting excited talking about it. So I just want to be a blessing to you. I wasn't asked to do this. They didn't tell me to do this. They didn't even know. I just want to be a blessing to you. Because I just feel like when I see your project, there's something about it that stands out that says she didn't just slap this together. And that alone blesses me. Thank you.
Jesus. Thank you so much. Wow. If
Yeah.
people only knew what I went through to birth this, I went through a lot of hell. But I knew what I needed to deliver was something great, not just for me, but it was for other people. And sometimes we have to be actually pay the price in order to birth something out, that God is bigger than us, and so thank you so much. And I receive everything that you're speaking over my life. I receive it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. I want to say one thing, but my really good friend Melanie Platt, who is in the industry, she's worked with everybody from JJ Harris, anybody can think of. She said something a couple weeks ago. She said, God, you can be anybody, right? You can be Michael Jackson, you can be anybody. But if God does not breathe on your stuff, it just stays where it's at.
Ooh.
So I just pray to God. I just feel like God's breathing on your life. And when he does that, doors open that people can't do anything about. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what they saw. He will breathe on your name. And then he will open up doors and you'll be sitting before kings and queens when people say you didn't deserve it. You'll be on planes and planes. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage you to keep your backpacks. If you need to go buy new bags, go ahead and buy new bags. Go ahead and make the investment. Go ahead and get your passport and keep your stuff at the door, girl. Something on your life. It's just evident. They know I don't do this like that, but something is on your life. And when you served as long as you have, when you've given as long as you have, in them days when nobody said anything to you, when you worshiped, when you came to church, when you didn't get paid, when you wanted to say something, people treated you bad and you didn't say nothing, God does not forget about those things. And so what he does is he opens a door that nobody literally can close because he's the ultimate door opener and no one can surpass him. Bless you.
Absolutely.
And Yolanda, the you say that is me and her met at a Sunday Best tryout this season. We were part of the top 50. Connected. And I can honestly say that you're speaking truth because sometimes you'll think that the vision God has for you is one way when there is endless possibilities, but you think, hey, this is my meal ticket to get to where I want to go. And it was not what God had in plan for neither of us. But there was such a connection in just saying, hey, I'm going to try this out, to where we have connected. And that's like my sister. And the thing that I love about her is she not only does she have the riff and she can do all of the Kim Burrell extravagant things, but she also has the anointing. And I think that's what covers and takes her to the next region and realm, because she's got the full package. So, girl, let's go.
Absolutely.
That's amazing stuff. All of this is wonderful. I believe it all to be true. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at this young lady. She wore the exact perfect dress because it's yellow, it's bright, it's sun shining. And I'm thinking about your future and the fact that your future is just like your dress. Your future is bright, is vibrant, is full of color. And I can't wait to see where the Lord takes you, because the future, where the bags are packed that Yolanda mentioned, and the passport that you're going to need, as she just mentioned, and all the great things that Jacory just mentioned as well, and Ashton, who is back here already, who has poured into you as well. Listen, as we culminate and put all these ingredients together, what it means to me is that your future is so bright that you're gonna need some sunglasses. You're gonna need to go out and get some new shades, because the things that are getting ready to happen for you, man. Listen, I know you don't know me that well, like other people, but I can decree and declare that I have not seen and ear have not heard all of the good things that God has prepared for you. And what is for you is only for you. And I'm no hater. I'm not one that sows seeds of discord. When the Lord is on you as he is right now, I'm saying, go ahead on, child. Let the Lord use you. Let the Lord lead you. And I cannot wait to see the stages,
Thank you, Jesus.
platforms, the stadiums,
Come on.
the different places that the Lord, only God is going to do it, will take you to, and the stages and things that you will obtain.
Mm. Let me just, I'm just going to tack on my little 2 cents to the end of this. Has been so rich already. So it's just my little 2 cents to add on to this $1 million that's just been dropped at your feet. But when you hear people talk about the ocean, right? Everybody wants to be at the ocean. They want to feel the water on their feet. They want to have that experience of being at the ocean. But how many people are like, oh, but I don't want to get sand in my shoes? And people will focus on the sand that's between them and the ocean. And so I want to encourage you, don't focus on the sand. Okay. There's going to be people that are going to try to distract you from the vision that's in front of you, right? Your goal is the ocean. Your goal is to get to the ocean. Do not spend not 1 minute focusing on the people that are trying to get you to focus on the sand. Okay. Because the things that live in sand are called crabs. Okay. You don't even want to be part of that or entertain that. And it will be tempting. You will be in circles where people will want to gossip. You will be in circles where people are going to want to talk about other artists or what they're not doing or what they shoulda, coulda, woulda, ought to do. Don't entertain the crabs. Okay. Don't entertain the crabs. Walk through that sand and get to the ocean. That is the goal. Do not be weary in well-doing, daughter. Do not. You get through that sand and you get to the ocean, because that's when God is going to get you to, he's going to get you to walk on water.
Wow.
You can't walk on water unless you get to the ocean.
Yeah, Ashlyn. Wow. That's good. That's so good that you're telling me that, Peter in the Bible, other than Jesus, was the only person that walked on water. And you know what happened? That crab mentality that Ashton just mentioned, the disciples had that. They all had that crab mentality, because they was talking to Peter, talking about, fool, what are you doing? You can't walk on water. But you know what happened? They were all in the boat with dry shoes.
Come on.
They were all in the boat with dry shoes. It's not Peter was the only one that was able to get out with wet shoes and be able to do ministry that the others could not obtain. All right, y'all.
Ooh, and wait, and detail, wait, hold on, because the people that are in the boat with dry shoes need to see an example of what wet shoes looks like. And people that don't know, if you don't get out there and get your shoes wet, child, you will not be the example. They will never see, because we go through life wondering what the possibilities of life are. If we all stay in the boat, we'll never discover what the other possibilities are in life. So get your shoes wet. Yee.
It is time for us to go. I know that we could keep this going on. If I let Yolanda go, if I let Ashlyn go, if I let Jacory go, listen, we could be on here for, oh my God, from now until. I think Taushey has got the picture that the hand of the Lord is on her life, and I can't wait. Ashlyn, we can't wait. Jacory, Yolanda, we all can conclude with Quartet Harmony that we can't wait to see the good things that God is going to do for this young lady. And I decree it now. I decree it. I declare it right now. And you're going to become what God wants you to be. Lord, have mercy. I've got to get out of here. Ashlyn, Jacory, Yolanda, Taushey, this has been an absolutely amazing show. I thank you all for setting aside the time. All of our viewers, all of our listeners, thank you for setting aside the time to listen to us and be a part of today's show. We've got to go, but until the next time on this same Shop Talk Network, at this same Shop Talk time, I'm going to let one of our hosts declare what is on the horizon for us all. I feel this in my nache. Well, we've got to go, but we can't go until...
Destiny calling, and I see victory. I believe just what it said. I am my destiny calling. I am my destiny calling, and I see victory. I believe just what it said. Ooh, oh yeah, yeah. Time is ticking, talking, passing me by. So many people in and out of my life, breaking through the binds of my mind. No, I wasn't made to quit. The sun is gonna shine. My faith is gonna rise. Some things I just have to learn, but Jesus strengthens me.